What do you think is the most important mental aspect in preparing for an NFL game?
For me personally, I think visualization, I don't know if it's necessarily for a game per se, but just in general, I think you kind of have to not only visualize plays and then making plays, but also being successful, seeing your career improve. I think once you stop being creative in your head about where you're going, you kind of stop going. And maybe I'm wrong. I could just be flattering myself because you feel like you're doing it. I don't know, but I feel like if you're able to see it happen, then it might be able to happen.
In a world where success often overshadows character, one man stood as a reminder that our legacy is not what we achieve, but what we give. Pat Tillman's story goes far beyond the gridiron. Born in 1976, he made a name for himself as the star safety of the Arizona Cardinals. Pat's story was never about fame. It was about the deep values he lived by. After 9/11, when he was at the peak of his career, Pat chose to leave the NFL to enlist in the Army. This choice, a selfless act of service, demonstrated his unwavering courage and conviction, a true leader putting the needs of others above his own.
And the U.S. Army is getting a new recruit from the National Football League. Arizona Cardinals safety Pat Tillman says he is going to leave the NFL to join the Army Rangers.
One-time hard-hitting safety of the Arizona Cardinals, who left the NFL to join the U.S. Army Rangers, was killed in action Thursday night in eastern Afghanistan.
On and off the field, Pat's leadership skills were unmatched. He inspired his teammates through his relentless work ethic and fierce loyalty. And he proved that real leaders lead by example. He didn't seek glory, he simply did whatever he believed was right. And when he laid down his life, Pat's legacy of integrity and commitment became an inspiration that touched countless lives. After his passing, the Pat Tillman Foundation was created, carrying on his mission, service, and commitment to others. The foundation's work empowers military veterans and their spouses through academic scholarships, mentorship, and resources that help them pursue higher education. It provides them with opportunities to create change in their own communities, a cause that reflects Pat's values of leadership, courage, and service. At its core, the foundation addresses a powerful social cause, the ongoing support for veterans as they transition back to civilian life. Far too often, veterans face challenges accessing the resources they need to thrive outside of the military. Barriers to education, underemployment, and lack of leadership pathways, the Pat Tillman Foundation promotes the cause of providing veterans with these opportunities. Recognizing their potential to make a meaningful impact, by ensuring that veterans and their families can access higher education and leadership roles, the Foundation doesn't just honor Pat's legacy, it also advocates for a society that fully values and invests in those who have served. Pat was both a task-oriented and relationship-oriented leader. He had a razor-sharp focus on his goals, yet he also deeply valued the relationships he formed with his family, his teammates, and his fellow soldiers. Pat's leadership wasn't just about achieving results. It was about building connections, lifting others up, and serving the people he cared about. He was, and always will be, a role model and a hero. Through the Pat Tillman Foundation, his legacy continues, encouraging veterans and scholars to embrace their own potential, to lead with purpose, and to make a difference. For me, Pat's story resonates because it shows us all that leadership is about much more than personal success. It's about selflessness, compassion, and having the courage to stand for something greater. So I leave you with this quote by Pat Tillman himself. Somewhere inside, we hear a voice. It leads us in the direction of the person we wish to become, but it is up to us whether or not to follow.